the Miami Heat fans in the span of 3 seconds. In a game that the Miami Heat had no reason being up in the last few seconds, the Boston Celtics had no reason winning in the last second. Playoff Jimmy has to show up more than the fourth quarter if they're going to win this. And I would just hate for Jimmy and this Miami Heat team to be on the wrong end of history, being the first team ever to lose a 7-game series being up 3-0. But you can't fault the Boston Celtics, who played an excellent game, really should have controlled that game from start to finish. They did for the most part, then kind of fell apart in that fourth quarter. Don't know what happened there. Jimmy tried to wheel that team to a victory. He did everything possible other than box out Derek White. And now we go to everyone's favorite part of the playoffs, Game 7. And it's back in Boston. Now, Miami stole 2 in Boston to start the series. But since then, they faltered, and they faltered big time. This is going to be a very interesting Game 7. Now, I picked the Boston Celtics to win this series in Game 7. I'm going to stick to that. I just don't see the Miami Heat putting together a well enough game to get this victory, even though I'm on the side of Jimmy Butler. Really want him to get his due. I want playoff Jimmy to be a thing. And I want him to show the world that he is Michael Jordan's son. But this is a tough hill to climb now. We thought that Boston getting back into this series was a tough hill to climb. Now, Miami finishing this season is equally a tough hill to climb. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown both played decent games. They weren't world beaters in this game, so it wasn't like they were dominating. They were doing better than the 2 superstars on the other side, Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo, who both laid an egg through at least 3 quarters. I'd say Bam laid an egg the entire time. He got a timely block on, can't remember who it was. I think it was Tatum. But other than that, he did not at all contribute much on the offensive end. And they're going to definitely need him for a Game 7. This game did show that the others for the Miami Heat are really solid for 3 quarters. Because when we needed Duncan Robinson to hit a big shot, he couldn't. The other players, Gabe Vincent, Caleb Martin, hit some shots and did some things well, but the defense wasn't there. Kyle Lowry chipped in, but he's not the Kyle Lowry. He's not the all-star Kyle Lowry, or the Toronto Raptor Kyle Lowry. So this is going to be an interesting Game 7, and I'm just wondering what you guys think. Do you think Boston in 7? Do you have Miami in 7? Do you think that this was a lost opportunity for the Miami Heat, that this is too deflating for them to get over? Do you think Boston has what it takes to pull out one of the most historic comebacks in all of history? Really, the most historic comeback in history, being that Miami only had to win 1 more game. Never has this been done in all of playoff history. So this will be a first, and they're on the precipice of history. And, and they're at home. And we've seen what Jason Tatum does when he's in Boston, Game 7. He's almost a lock for 40 points. So is this a redemption story, or will playoff Jimmy show that this is his year, this is his time, and he's going to get this W and get into the finals once again by any means necessary? Let me know down in the comment section. Who do you got in Game 7? I'm still going Boston in 7 just because that was my original pick, even though Miami has made me a believer. But what a game. Game 6 was an epic game. It didn't start that way, but it definitely finished that way. It kept you on the edge of your seat. You could cut the tension with a knife in that arena. And just looking at the faces and and just the overall tone as the game came to a just crazy conclusion. This is going to be one for the record book. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and I'll be back soon. Thanks.